Mr. Sankhla, we were just listening to Mr. Singhvi, who says that why should Supreme Court revoke special powers for assassins?
Right. You see, there are two things to it, and those are very important. One is the concept of parity. And as the young journalist already said so, the concept of parity is very clear. You know, the Supreme Court, there's an argument in Supreme Court, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. It's the same thing. If something is applicable for A and the facts are similar, B will also enjoy the same benefit or the same liability. So when the Honorable Supreme Court releases, it says that the judgment of Pararivalan will be applicable here. The facts are same. And therefore, under the circumstances, all the other convicts will also enjoy the same benefit as has been derived by one person. Otherwise, somebody will come and say, oh, it was unfair. One person has been given undue advantage. That is one part of it. The second part of it is that, interestingly, the Honorable High Court, when it was rejecting the plea, very categorically and clearly stated, and this was not challenged, that the powers that we enjoy under 226 are very limited. The powers of the Honorable Supreme Court under 142 are very wide. We cannot help you. Please go there should you want to. And this is exactly what was done. And here the concept was, and why this was done was because there is a legal proposition that needs to be argued and that needs to be crystallized as far as the powers of the governor is concerned vis-a-vis the elected members of a state. Now, the cabinet having recommended something, the question is, can the governor digress? The clear answer to that in other cases as well is no. But in this special case, it was. It is very unfortunate that these life convicts have been released, but they were released after 30 years. They've been released after one person who was similarly placed was already released. So there was, under no circumstance can now the Honorable Supreme Court say, no, the first judgment was wrong. We are sorry, but let him enjoy whatever he has enjoyed. And now the others will not derive that benefit. That cannot be. That judgment was never challenged. That order was never challenged. And therefore, there is no argument left now to say why was 142 invoked, because it was very clear. That is what the law is. I understand that, in this particular case, you're giving benefit to somebody who have assassinated the Honorable ex-Prime Minister of India. But as the law is, that it doesn't see if you're rich or poor or mighty or whatever heinous the crime, the law is same and similar for everyone. So under the circumstances, if the advantage of parity has to be given, it will be given in this case as well. Whether it's under 142 or whatever, that's another story. But that was because of a legal question that was also before the Honorable Supreme Court.
Right.
It's unfortunate, but that is what the law is.
Yes, Mr. Sankhla, as you rightly said it, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Thank you for sharing all those insights into this matter.